And thank you, Derrick. Hit it off with Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name is DerrickGnC, and this is Chrono Trigger Randomized Bucket List. So we're getting ready to start in now. I did not do my countdown correctly. Anyway, let's talk about Bucket List. So, win game, complete 4 out of 8, recruit 4 characters for a total of 6, Factory Ruins, defeat Nizbel, defeat the Golem boss, clear King's Trowel, defeat R Series, clear the Reptite Lair, and clear Ozzy's Fort. Now, you might be going, what does that mean? Well, it's the things that we have to do to actually beat the game. So we're going to have to go and clear those objectives. So we start off with Isla and Marl, our 2 best girls. And then we're going to do some collecting of tabs, and then we'll get on to what the other flag sets mean. But I hear rumor that we are petting some cats right here. So we're petting 3 cats, correct?
Yes, that is what we're on, and we love it.
We love to hear that. Alright, so we're going to pet the cats at Chrono's house. 1 cat pet, 2 cat pet, and 3 cat pet. The cat has been pet. The donations is every donation over $5 gets a cat pet. So, that's 3. I have a tracker right on my desk that tells me how many times you pet the cat. So, let's do some collection. We have a couple of items. So one of the other flag sets is the tabs. It's 9 fast pet tab. So all of our tabs, instead of raising it by 1 attribute point, raises it by 9 whole points. That is going to make my characters even stronger without having to super worry about going and grinding out levels. So we are going to give those all to Isla, because Isla is the best powerhouse. If you've ever played Chrono Trigger, you know that for a fact. We are going to take a couple fights here, just to kind of give us that little extra boost in the beginning. You'll see we are already absolutely one-shotting stuff. And that is, so far, is Chrono Trigger. So I hope everybody's been having a great marathon. I know that it's been amazing and great. We've raised quite a bit of money already. I stand that. We've got our healing text, so now we can cure our ailments, as well as just give us some HP. We've got the shelter today.
Already another donation came in by Lexi. Another $25, no message, but it's just as appreciated. And I think that can give us another pet, so...
Okay,
put it on the tab.
We will put it on the tab here. We are actually going to go to the present right now. I will circle back around to pet the cat, so I owe you 1 cat pet. Right now.
The cat pet is on the tab.
Is it a fast tab? No. The cat has been pet!
It is very fast indeed.
We love cat pets. It is actually legitimately, if you open up a tracker for the randomizer, there is a icon for the cat. If you pet the cat, it lights up, and it makes your brain feel really awesome, because you know that you got to pet the cat. So let's go finish collecting some tabs. These will give our character our quick boosts. We're going to go to the inn, and we're going to talk to this guy, and he's going to say, hey, I need more soda. And he's going to get cut off, because they think that he's had too much sugar. But he's going to be staying here, drinking the Mountain Dew, drinking the Dr. Pepper. So we're going to go to his house and be like, hey, look, he's over at the inn drinking soda. I think we should do something about that. And she's going to give us his tools, but what's he keeping in his toolbox today? It's actually a hero's medal. He has stored the hero's medal in his toolbox, and was like, I'll use it later. That is interesting. So let's grab a couple more tabs. This first opening loop is just collecting these, so that way we can go into our first dungeon proper and have a really good time. We're not going to have to worry about taking a lot of extra damage. We're gonna one shot everything almost. We did.
I mean, it makes sense because Isla is the best kitty herself. So
agreed. Isla is, in my opinion, the best character. If you've ever played Chrono Trigger, you know that Isla is the best.
Especially since she's a kitty, and we do love the kitties in this run.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised my own cat has not came and tried to join in the marathon. She will at some point, I'm sure. She'll hear all
would be a blessed.
Oh yeah, she'll sit there and she'll sit close enough to be like, I'm here, but I don't want your attention. We're gonna stop off to heal.
You're close to a cat, and CJ chipping in. Mama CJ donated. FC woke Mama CJ up from her slumber. Here's $10 to my main man on the mic. Oh shucks.
We have indeed pet the cat.
Wonderful. That's 5 already. This is going greatly.
Exactly. We all love petting the cats. You know, I think it's super important. We say on my stream that all cats and all pets are best pets and deserve all the pets.
All cats are indeed beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna ask, randomized bucket list. Is that a thing in the community? You run for fun, you run as races or tournaments? What you got with that?
Right now it's mostly just for fun. Not a whole lot of people run this this particular flag set. It's something that I found works for myself and my stream. It's very built kind of on the same kind of idea as you'd see like Final Fantasy Free Enterprise and things like that, where you have a specific goal list. Otherwise, they do have randomizers and randomized races on occasion where you have to go and beat Lavos at Black Omen, at the standard exits of the game right here. With randomized bucket list, what that basically means is as soon as we complete 4, we're done. It's going to immediately go, you win, and kick you to the credits. Which is always super fun if you're not keeping super track of your objectives. And then you'll be like, alright, so here's what we're going to do next. And then it just flashes, you won! And you're like, alright, I guess we will not be doing that next. So the other portion is we've randomized our boss fights. Ooh. Robo start. We're good with Robo. We have randomized bosses. So the end boss normally is Yakra here. It's probably not going to be Yakra. And if it's not, we all say in unison, and we can all practice right now, is this even randomized? It's probably not going to be Yakra. I've only had it once as Yakra, and I have ran this at least a couple times. Shelter and the Ruby Vest, okay. So right now what we're doing is we're on the gear approach. So we're basically gathering all of the treasure chests here. And we're gonna get some extra weapons, maybe healing items, things like that. We are gonna skip one item. We are not gonna grab the brooch from down here. It's just not worth the fight. Normally you'd get tabs, but with the fast tabs, not really useful to spend about 10 minutes to go and get those when normal tabs will cover the bill, basically. So you'll see we are just powering through all of these enemies, absolutely obliterating them, especially with Isla already doing near 200 damage. It is not unusual for late game Isla to be doing over 1,000 damage with dual tanks.
On that note, Animated Elf, our Beautiful, our perfect, our wonderful Grace is chipping in another 20 bucks. I was offended. The best Leon skin wasn't winning, so I'm fixing it. Also, pet the cat.
All
Making
right.
us aware of another incentive going on. Sheriff at 10, Noir at 20. So, get
That's
it
for
in.
Resident Evil 2 remake?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is another pet kit.
Okay. When we exit this dungeon, we'll go pet the kitty.
Yes.
We're up to 5, and I owe you 1.
Exactly.
I'll say it right now, just because it's funny content. Somebody donates $100, I'll just leave the dungeon and go pet the cat. $100 deserves to be rewarded.
Oh, you're playing with fire here.
Oh, I'm absolutely playing with fire. But again, I'm of the approach, it's content and charity.
Exactly. And that sweet, sweet spot right in the middle.
It's charitable content, even.
It's where magic happens.
Exactly. Exactly. 100 bones and we go hang out with the cat. Exactly. But the question is, what are we naming the cat? 'Cause we're not just going to keep referring to it as just the cat. I mean, we could. But what are we naming the cat? I think canonically there's a cat in this game called Alphador, which is personally a great name. Porridge the cat, alright?
Oh, yeah.
Hennessy and Darcy, I like it.
Oh, but they... I'm not gonna want to spill too many of the beans, but they can be right... I'll cut myself off there. A voice in my ear was just telling me I did the right thing with cutting myself off there, so...
The mystery voice in the ear, right?
That Darcy has, by the way. So
I hear a voice in my ear now. God, is that you? No.
Mm-hmm. Pet the kitty. Do it now.
Pet the kitty. You gotta do it in the Doom voice. And I have plenty of drinks to do it here. When we play the piano, we'll do that. Pet the kitty. It is imperative. My kiddo loves that voice. I think the most important thing is, especially, I have kiddos, especially is to keep them laughing, because on occasion, you just look silly clown. It's like, alright, cool. I get some extra bonus points here. Alright, so we are going to give everybody our tabs out. We are going to change equipment. Wow, we didn't really get a whole lot of equipment here. That is... okay, I guess. A lot of ruby vests, though, which is minorly concerning. We will heal. Alright, who are we going to be facing off against today? It's probably not Yakra. But the Chancellor's going to transform. And here's the randomized bosses, right here. Chancellor's going to transform into... Slash has been very prevalent here. Okay, Masa immune. We love to see it happen. Alright, so we have boss sight on 962. Alright, easy work. Isla's doing almost 400 by herself. Light work right here.
Just a little love tap.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really love about fast tabs, especially the 9.9, is that you don't have to worry so much about grinding. And unless the boss is just overpowered for you, you're kind of went out of logic, or not the way I was expecting, you're gonna be fine. It's more about enjoying the game and figuring out the logic puzzle instead of going, am I high enough level? So you'll see
Changing
weird...
up to, yeah.
Go ahead.
Changing up to the rules to just, have a sweet time and
Exactly.
have it moving.
Exactly, and having fun. The goal is to have fun, beat the objectives. It's not so much about fighting the game, as it were. Which I could never fight this game. This game is a treasure, and I love it so much. We're gonna grab the character up here, and then we're gonna go pet some kitties. That gives you time to put in some donations for the kitties. Who are we gonna recruit today? Okay,
At the current
Chrono.
moment, you owe me only one kitty pet.
One kitty pet. Can we make it 2 kitty pets?
I really hope so. Please, please, please do it.
For the cats.
Do it for the kids and the kitties. The kitty kids.
Exactly. We are going to add Chrono to the party. Iron Sword, good timing on that. We get to listen to some great music, and then we leave. Alright, let's go pet some kitties.
Watching the donation ticker with bated breath.
It's going to happen right as I leave, and that's going to be great. And I love it.
Probably. We can make it a return trip.
Oh, yeah. It's also a really good place to get our heal, so it's a really great place to be. Chrono's mom's got snacks in the kitchen, and the good stuff, too. We're not talking, any of those cheap brands. We're talking, like, the really good stuff. Fruit gushers, even.
More homemade with love.
Exactly. Alright, we're back to the Middle Ages. We are going to go talk to the person on the bridge. And he's going to say, hey, we're running out of rations. And so we're actually going to go back to the castle. And we're going to talk to them. Hey, we really could use some resupply at the castle, at the bridge, please. Make sure to save right here, because otherwise, if the bridge goes south and something bad happens, it's a bad boss, not really able to do it, you want to be able to have a save right there. Because once you leave here, you're immediately ejected to the bridge. The chef's going to say, pipe down, what do you know? And that is our cue to leave. If you leave before then, you have to do that dialogue all over again. It's never any fun. We've got a knife! And a power tap. And then we immediately have to go face down on the bridge. And we're going to find out that the bridge is being attacked by our favorite oaf, Ozzy. For those who didn't know, there are 3 bosses in this game called Ozzy, Flea, and Slash. All named after different band members from different bands in the 70s and 80s.
No copyright infringement intended.
No, absolutely not.
Is this a mother flippin' JoJo's reference? Might be.
It is. It you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, it's a JoJo's reference. As the fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I can appreciate that.
Truly cultured. The man.
Hey, you don't have a Yuri on Ice profile picture on Discord and not be a fan of JoJo.
It is the correct thing. It is the only thing. Everybody is having OP themes running in their head right now. Golden Wind and everything.
Okay, so here's a question. Tangentially, on what we're talking about. Everybody's favorite JoJo theme. And why is it Snow Ocean?
I am not deep enough yet. My fall has only just begun. And it started with Ogun no Kaze.
Okay. Not bad.
Also, them Italians. They just got style and good coffee. Just had one of those myself today, so...
Yeah, I was just working on some coffee, too. Okay, Rust Tyranno. So, this is my favorite quirk of the randomizer. You'll note, there's no body to this dinosaur. That's because it is a background element. Where you naturally fight the boss, so in the Tyranno lair, it is a background element. The only thing that is a sprite is the head. Which to me is the coolest thing ever, because that saved them a lot of computing space by having it as a background element. It is one of those really fun, quirky trivia things where you're like, huh, you never know about it till the randomizer.
I'm not going to be a chauvinist and say, oh no, they got too much hardware these days and don't know how to use it, but it is a special kind of art to get this much out of the hardware they had back at that time. Terranigma was also...
A really good example of that is Super Mario World. People are still making ROM hacks with that, with only injecting just a little bit of extra stuff to it, and it's still working. And I'm just amazed by that on occasion. But it is an art to figure out how to have such spectacular music and graphics for such a small cartridge. Okay, we're almost out of here. Alright, cool. The boss literally did nothing. Go ahead.
Proving once and for all, the kitty is stronger than the dinosaur.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that was the alternate take from Batman Begins, What Killed the Dinosaurs, the Ice Age. It's actually the cats. That has been your obligatory Batman Begins reference for the day. You may now go in peace. Knowing that you heard it here.
Go in peace, but go and donate, please, to Save the Children.
Exactly.
And pet the kitty.
Yeah. Go pet the kitty.
And also maybe further challenge CC's taste buds with some burger buns. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Brioche and extra buns, like put some buns between those buns, Hans, are tied at $25. You can chip in for something else, or, yeah, you know what I'd do, which I might still do, but we'll see. Otherwise, the Resident Evil 2 remake, Pickleon's outfit is still going, and the Hollow Knight character skin pick are live. Hornet with $10, Smolaire with $25, and regular and Weep are also options, but...
Ooh.
Y'all know what Gaffy wants, right? We would never go against Gaffy.
I love the dynamic of marathons. It's like, do we solidify the runner's choice, or do we go the polar opposite and make them do this? And I love it. I love that energy in the name of charity.
I would never influence the people to vote for anything that would lessen their enjoyment. No. But I might have preferences. I must admit I am still just human. Yet.
Still.
Unto them I send only you, kitty petter.
I love it. Alright, so mountains, desert, or Heckran? Let's go Heckran. Actually, let's
I was gonna say.
Mountains?
Oh, fine. I could go for a view.
It's a nice view from what I hear. I also hear it's the life. Have you played Chrono Trigger?
I started it once. It was in the days when I was a financially challenged student. And implored means, definitely all above board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picked it up, got sucked into Terranigma, which
Okay.
was a journey, fully. And then, for some reason, my NES SNES days were cut short. I think that's when I got a PS3,
Oh, yeah, that would explain it.
which was one of the consoles of all time. I'm still, though, enamored with the PS2. That was my first one, and it was special.
Oh, see, I went from NES, SNES, to GameCube,
Amazing.
then
GameCube,
PlayStation 2,
that's-
then N64.
Oh, yeah, I got one as well. Gifted by a wonderful friend. Haven't fired it up much, but got Super Mario ready on it. 64. Want to get cart, but those cartridges, my man.
Oh, those are expensive.
Yeah.
I think... So, I kind of ruined it for myself. I played Wind Waker before I played Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that was the first one. We were two friends back then. One always had the Nintendo consoles. One always had the PlayStation consoles. And it was the best friendship built on mutual love, trust, and dependency on the game consoles.
Yeah. Agreed.
And Wind Waker, it was special. The haters and the cell shading, but nah, let them clamor.
If there are no lovers for cell shaders, it means that I have passed. I love cell shading. It's the perfect, in my opinion, it's the perfect method of just animating a game, in my opinion.
Or especially a game with those vibes. It
Yeah.
doesn't need to be for every game, but those games, yeah.
I don't know. I take a Metal Gear Solid game with cell shading.
Oh, 13. That was that? Or was that?
Oh, right.
Comics inspired. I think they did that as well.
That sounds familiar.
That was a time. Man, and yeah, I was starting off at age way too early
Fair.
for an impressive young children's mind with a Pentium 486. So yeah, Anno, Settlers, I got some stuff on there. And I made the jump to console, but didn't stick around. I'm back to PC. Might dabble.
I highly recommend, like, if you're a PC and everything, check out this randomizer. You don't have to have innate game knowledge, maybe except for some maps. But you can go look those maps up. But honestly, this game still holds up really well.
I mean, you get Toriyama on the character designs. Rip, a legend. And the soundtrack has been playing, even though I haven't played the game. I'm weird like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Some soundtracks just hit it.
It slaps every time. But yeah, no, Akira Toriyama's art direction for this game is, in my opinion, it's the perfect way to convey this game. And that's not just to say I love Akira Toriyama's art. Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, Sandland, Dragon Ball, clearly. All of them are so good for their own art, and I love it.
That's the best way I can describe it in as short as possible.
Yeah, it's very much, you look at it and go, oh, that's Akira Toriyama. And I love that no matter how old the games get, it just, you look at it and go, oh, that's Akira Toriyama. Dragon Quest 1? Or let's go Dragon Quest 2. 1 was still in the Sprite days. Dragon Quest 2, you're like, oh, that's Akira Toriyama. Dragon Quest 11 that came out not too long ago, you go, oh, that's Akira Toriyama. It's perfect. Like, I want them, and I was talking about this earlier, but I want them to remake this game, but at the same time, I don't want them to touch it.
I get that. They'd have to do a job at least on FF7 level.
So I worry that they would go the FF7 route. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, now we're getting into take territory.
We're getting to hot take territory.
Yes, hit me.
So I think that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a great game. Do not get me wrong. It is,
Agreed.
however, not Final Fantasy VII. It is something else entirely. It is Final Fantasy VII adjacent.
Yeah.
By the way, mountains are nice, and this is the life.
Wonderful.
Great.
Almost as good as a cat pet.
Agreed. Cat pets are the best. It's Final Fantasy VII adjacent, in that it has all the same story beats, kind of, but at the same time, it's just not. Which is not to say it's bad, but it's just a little bit too much for me on occasion. So I think if they went the Final Fantasy VII route for Chrono, they're adding a whole lot of things, and I feel like it could get really complicated for time travel.
Okay, yeah. When you're talking about the whole implementation, I was more thinking like quality of... well, writing is debatable as well, but I think they did a decent and respectful job, and especially the quality is just really nice. I think what they did, and it began with Crisis Core, on the battle system was the next and proper evolution of the ATB system.
Okay.
I will stand by that.
I'll stand by...
Crisis Core is my most favorite Final Fantasy VII universe.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
I will not hear anything. I will hear anything else, but I will think that it's wrong.
Okay, I will see your Crisis Core, and I will raise you Power Wash Simulator Final Fantasy VII levels.
Power Wash Simulator Final Fantasy... Okay, I think I have some homework to do.
You do. It is honestly really great. If you're a fan of Power Wash Simulator, it is so awesome to play. You're cleaning up, one of them you're cleaning up the Scorpion tank.
Oh, yeah.
You're cleaning up, Seventh Heaven. And you're cleaning up the motorbike. And then the ever-famous truck. The truck that they're using in the escape sequence as well.
Beautiful. If I were a real fan, I'd know the Hardy Daytona. That's the bike.
Okay.
What was the truck? Oh, goddamn. Yeah. All right.
By the way,
opinions on Dirge of Cerberus?
I played it too long ago to actually have a real opinion, to be honest. It's been... I probably played it for about 2 hours about a decade ago. If not longer.
Well, it was one of the few games I had back then for the PS2, so I had to go through all of it, and at one point I was just like, oh, this is campy.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
You may trash my taste, but I'm fucking loving this. and also just getting gacked in there too. Yeah, just...
Oh, yeah.
Hit it.
By the way, best boss fight ever. Right next to Rust Tyranno. This boss does nothing. Okay, there is a story reason why it does nothing. Where it originally spawns, it spawns on the wing of the Blackbird, which is this giant plane in the sky. And this boss is afraid of heights. So it's like, I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna do all this, and then looks down and goes, oh, no, I'm in the air. Anyway, Boss Golem is defeat. That has been one of our objectives. So now we have to do 3 more objectives. So Denadero Mountains was a really good call. And we're going to get an item as well. So we have an item and an objective here. So does that help? Go ahead.
So you could say randomized bucket list is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Unless you look at the bottom of the box.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Ooh, the pendant. Okay. So, with the pendant, that enables us to go to the future. Because we're going to go through the trial, we're going to face not the dragon tank, and then we're going to warp into the future. So, I think that's where we're going to go. We are going to go to the present, and then we are going to save and go to prison. So we drop here. And Isla's in front. We're going to submit Isla to trial. And I'm telling you right now, 4 people, 5 people to take Isla to prison, it's not enough. Just not enough right there.
Even if gone willingly.
By the way,
Kitties are anarchists. You cannot contain them. Become ungovernable.
It's true. For those keeping track, yes, that is my 3rd drinking vessel that I have today. Because I am, in fact, a drink goblin, and hydration is important.
Hey, Orcrist. Right, this is a randomizer. We got to hit 4 out of 8 goals that we got presented with at the start of this.
Yep, sure is.
And 1 we already got down.
Yes, and I'll go over that here. Actually, a really good time to do it right now. So, we have objectives remaining. You can see 3. And then here, with all the stars right here, is our objective. So, recruit 4, defeat the factory, defeat Nizbel, do the King's Trial, our series, Reptite Lair, and Ozzy's Fort. There are a couple of places that I'm going to go. So we're going to break out of prison first. Yeah, this is all done on the randomizer website. I believe it's CJitsallGewd.com. And you can run this. And you can make your own flag set. Yeah, randomizers are so great, honestly. To me, like, this helps bring new life to games that I love. Because honestly, like, it helps bring that fresh flavor to the game. As much as I will absolutely play this game anytime, really. Being able to play it randomized just makes it a different experience each time. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate that, Friendship Cannon.
Hello.
I think I'm specifically using the beta branch, technically, but it's about ready to come out. Because I love some bucket list. To me, I like the idea of bucket list more than standardized go mode, which is Zeal or Lavos. Just because it adds that extra level of, instead of just mass checking everything, it's like, well, what's the fastest way to do this? Like, what objectives could I get? And then the ever popular, oh, I'm done with the game. Huh. I wasn't tracking my objectives very well, or was just chatting with everybody in chat, and just like, oh, turns out I'm done. The number of times I've been streaming this game, and it'll be like, alright, so after this we're gonna do, oh wait, I finished the game. Well, that was that. So this is a little out of the way, but we are going to save our character named Fritz. And we do this specifically for kind of a meme. One of the people who helps vet seeds when I do stuff like this is actually One Free Fitz. And so we free Fritz.
I mean, I love to see some French cutting implements, but not used on our fellow traveler,
He is
our esteemed guest.
He is just a humble shopkeep. And hey, we got one mid-tonic. There we go. I've been trying to take him out, knock him out. You should get free healing items from that, but hasn't worked so far. Alright. Got it. That is kind of like a frame-perfect trick, technically, slipping between those two. It is actually it's harder than you'd think. But I remember getting it all the time as a kid, and now as an adult that I'm trying, I'm like, well, I get it 75% of the time.
75% of the time, all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I think Michael Scott said that. Alright. That was our last battle here. This guy's gonna see us and go, you know what? Above my pay grade, I'm out. I think I took my break 10 minutes ago.
Grace hitting us up with, we have this one, Tunic and DK64 for randos. Oh yeah, you love to see it. Got something good, more good stuff coming up.
I don't know that I played either of those randomizers.
Learn and see something new every day, if you keep your eyes open.
Exactly. Hey, also, thank you for the raid to Speed Docs. Do you have any, real quick, okay, it's gonna be Slash. Well, it's Slash, this is Slash for less. While we do this boss battle, do you have anything you want to read out and welcome people to stream, whatever? Do your host business.
Yeah, got a little thing. SDAT 2024. Benefiting Save the Children. We love it. We're doing it a couple of years running. Want to hit, it was 50K, which I think if we hit the 3K, preferably this weekend, we get real close to or even meet it as an all-time donation goal. CJ is going on about this, rightfully so. And just for a little idea of what the money goes to, Save the Children led the massive worldwide effort that helped reduce newborn deaths by over 40% since the year 2000, saving 1.5 million babies each year. And counting. This is how you do it. You improve the conditions. Material conditions, baby! And that's what we're here about. Making life better for the generation coming up right now. Thank you for every donation. Give as you can, as is comfortable for you, and know it's all going to an amazing cause. Thank you for being part of this.
Also, to throw it out there, any donation over $5, we had a kitty in this game. We pet the cat. Ooh, Hurricane. Alright, so you seen, we dealt with Slash very deftly. It was just like, alright, cool, we're done. We're doing over 1,000 damage with dual attacks right now. So we are sitting really pretty. And that is mostly to do with the fact that I have one of Chrono's best weapons, the Rainbow Blade. So it's just immediately just acing enemies. Welcome to the future! I didn't commit to that one at first, and I should have. But we're gonna go with that line reading right there. We're gonna unlock a character here. Who it's gonna be, we don't know. We do kind of figure that Marl's gonna go down, because it's 1 HP. See, we're doing 620 damage on a critical hit right now.
It's more than enough.
Just a tad bit. It's a lot of damage.
Emotional, or no, physical actually, damage.
It can be both. Why limit ourselves? It can be both. Alright, it's Luca. We're not gonna include Luca in the party. Sadly, Luca just doesn't have a place right now. Unfortunate as it may be.
Designated cat petter in absentia.
Alright, and let's beat these guys right here. We're gonna get our favorite line in the game. The quotablest quote of this game. I think everybody quotes this line, or at least knows of this line if you've been around for RPGs. If you've ever seen those threads, those threads on Twitter that are like, what's your favorite game quote? And somebody, inevitably me, will throw it out there.
It is a mission, a worthy one.
It is. Someone has to use the Enertron, and our HP and MP is restored, but you're still hungry.
Damn.
That's just one of the best line reads of all time, in my opinion. We're gonna go do Hecarim. We're looking good on time 40 minutes. Yeah, so let's do Hack Run, because right now, Factory Ruins is another objective. So we can clear that out pretty easily. So we need to kind of have a different thread as well. Because Factory Ruins is not going to give us any items. So we kind of need to know where else we can go. We can go to Ozzy's Fort, but that's a little risky. Because that is kind of a boss gauntlet. We could try it. We could do it after Hack Run. How about that? Depending upon what we get here, we can figure out where to go next. We are going to run away from most of the battles at this point. Because we are sufficiently leveled up. We have enough power. We're doing great. So we're just going to run away from everything now. Sometimes you can get that skip right there. The enemy design in this game, can we agree, like, how varied the enemies are is amazing?
I mean, hopping through time and then not expecting stuff to change a little bit, but to go for broke it's just mastery, excellency.
Yeah. Like, there's a couple of, you know, sprite reusages, specifically the Weevils are reused, bats are recolored, but I mean, it feels like there's a lot of fresh sprites, in my opinion.
It's just a little joy. It hits the dopamine receptors just right.
You know what? I'm gonna
roly
agree.
Poly. Just saying roly poly. Roly poly. Keep on rolling.
Like, it's one of those games, and I think that it's weird, but I feel like SNES games hit that, and maybe it's just the nostalgia bone. It's found the nostalgia zone, where it's like, hey, do you remember that one tune that you heard as a kid that is burned into your brain forever? Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Well, part of it is working with the limitations. You sample it like that, and then play it just right next to a different arrangement. Pick it up again.
I think you can go on YouTube and find... Hey, it's Giga Guy. You can find several different artists. I think one of them was Logic, who sampled Chrono Trigger, and it's in the song. And that is one of those weird facts you learn. You're like, huh, I think he sampled the Zeal theme for one song. And you'll be sitting there listening to Spotify, and you're like, wait a minute, that's Chrono. I know that song.
It's the song of my people.
Exactly. Your brain lights up, and it's like, hey, you should go play that game that's 25 years old at this point.
Ouch.
Look, that hurt me to say it just as much.
Yeah.
I remember playing this as an impressionable lad of the 90s. So hearing it's easily 25 years. It's just one of those like, oh, my heart. Okay, Wiz Khalifa also sampled it. It just tells you, like, that's really cool.
How close are we to the next cat, by the way?
We can go to the cat at any time. We have a time machine.
Yes, beautiful, because Cozy Peach donated $5. No message, but appreciate it. All the more. Just chipping in.
We have pet
For the kids, for the kitties. And that is 7, if I'm counting correctly.
I believe you're right about that. Thank you, Peachy. Peachy is one of
beautiful.
my lovely friends and community members.
Oh, wonderful.
We got an extra kitty pet, because I have no self-control.
Yes. The kitty demanded it. The voice in our head. I heard it too.
The parasites in my brain went, pet the kitty. And I did.
Toxoplasma gondii is... It'll get to all of us one day.
I would think the brain worms from Futurama that got Fry. Anyway,
I think they're currently occupied. They're
look.
yeah.
Thomas Pop let's put Toma's Pop on the gravesite of Toma the Adventurer. And he's gonna come out and be like, hey, so, I found some treasure. It's under a mountain, and it's all in one piece. For those who are clipping, I have officially said, One Piece. You may now take your edits. But yeah, he hid the treasure in the Tyranno lair. Someone can... I think someone at someone in admin should take that clip and you can put it on TikTok or YouTube Shorts and get like 500 views off that because I said the words One Piece. Quick, somebody write that down. I'm joking. I'm joking, but at the same time, I am very much serious. If you put, I took a clip of me saying One Piece once, and put it on YouTube Shorts, and it ended up getting like 500 views. And I'm like, this is, I said One Piece and I made a dumb edit. This was really low effort for me. But
YouTube Shorts is stumbling over my own tongue after 3 hours of talking.
They do that.
YouTube Shorts is just a crowdsourcing attempt of figuring out where and how and when Eiichiro Oda is gonna actually finish his epic for the ages, and where the One Piece really is, because it is real.
The One Piece is the friends we made along the way.
Damn, we're making a lot of friends here, so I think we have a lot of One Piece.
Exactly. No, but it is my genuine belief that actually is the answer. Everybody will hate it, but I think that is the actual answer.
We will find out in 50 years. I don't know how old
my
Oda-san is.
Children will tell me how it ended. Using a Ouija board.
Through a Ouija board, yes.
I'm glad we were both going for the same joke. But yes, know that I hear the voice of God again.
I'm coming through your mic, buddy.
What is?
Funny stuff is happening. So the voice is speaking to me, but I am such a good conduit, it actually ends up with you somehow.
Oh.
So that's a thing we have to figure out on the tech end. I'll get to this and I'll be back with you in a second. Also, gotta rehydrate quickly.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydration is extremely important. It is warm where I live, so hydration is key. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one hearing it, too. Alright, let's save. And we're gonna go face the boss behind here. Who's the boss today? R series. Scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back. So this will actually be another objective clear. R series is one of our objectives. No, you're perfectly fine. So this is cool. Where are we gonna go next? So this will be our series. We can do factory for that clear. Okay. I'm just trying to think of like how do we play this? Because with Nizbel still being an option somewhere, right? So, looking at our objectives, We have defeat Nizbel as one of our options. So if factory, right, is Nizbel, that means we actually defeat C. But we don't know where Nizbel is, and that's okay. The trick is not finishing too far ahead of our estimate. The bent sword. Okay, this was relatively useless for me. Let's go Sunken Desert. No, you know what? I'm feeling the forest. I'm feeling the future, I should say. Let's go to the future and defeat Aristone. Because then we'll also be in the zone for Factory. How about that? So we'll do the Aristone. Welcome back to the future. We're gonna be... Everybody's gonna say, oh my gosh, you're here. Enter the Enertron. Our HP and MP is gonna be restored. But we're still hungry. I myself am not. I had very great lunch. Remember, taking care of yourself is important, so be sure to remember to stand up, stretch, hydrate. I know speedrunners were really good about sitting in front of computers for a very long time. But standing up, stretching is a really good idea. Stretch out those hand muscles. Okay, Dalton. Yeah, one of the things that I try to do is like stretch every so often. Just kind of keep myself limber during an attack. Stretch out the hand just a little bit. $1,800 damage. Go check out the donation page. I hear there are incentives and polls, such as the Resident Evil 2 Leon costume. And then currently we are doing, for every donation over $5, we're petting the kitty. There's a kitty in this game and we're petting it. Because every kitty deserves pets. I'm genuinely shocked my personal cat, has not ran up and was like, look, I need some pets right now too. Down goes Dalton Plus. Dalton might be one of the funniest bosses ever. All the level ups.
I have returned.
Hello.
My way to the hydration station was successful.
Good. Like I was saying, hydration is important.
All good time travelers hydrate at least 1.5 liters a day.
Exactly. We caught the rat. We're gonna find out. Turns out it wasn't a statue, and it gives us the code to open up the secret passage. Now, this year, with my air conditioner not working, I have been on the hydration game this year. I don't know that I've ever been as well hydrated in my life. So we're gonna crawl through this area.
Dodging deftly.
Exactly. Dodging those beginning rats and bugs is, it's trickier than it looks. And this will give us our check by turning on the computer, but it's also going to tell us, Zelfer, I'm all in, and Corinth won some of the last tournaments. This is legitimately part of the check. You have to turn on the computer, and they change the dialogue to read who won some previous tournaments, and I love that idea. I think that's actually really kind of... I think it's important to be able to pay homage to who else won. certain tournaments and things like that. I was talking about how difficult it was to dodge the bugs, and then I didn't dodge the bugs.
Gives me more time to tease you all a bit about the real SDAT game happening on Twitter. We got a wonderful person chatting everybody up. I'm getting a preview on scheduled tweets. I'm not going to spoil them, but watch out for stuff that's coming out right before the Resident Evil block, or oh man, this is gonna be AP hitting us before Clue. So quick reminder for everyone, donation incentives are still out. Resident Evil Code Veronica, the upgrade to S rank, is $55 out of $150 to the way there, and playing Clue on hardest difficulty is still a bit out. We're gonna put some money to that later, I hope. I know. I got some in my bank left. So, reminder, get the money in. You get some pats out of that.
Exactly.
It's only for this run. I mean, there are other runs where animals are being petted, but the cat, that's this run. So,
yeah,
make it happen.
We love the cat pet here. Ooh, we get to do a check that I don't often get to do. We get to go fix the sword. We got the bent hilt, and we have the blade, so you can actually go repair this. Go repair the sword, and we're gonna go do that. So I think it's fun to go do these sort of things.
It is a trope of the genre.
It really is. Okay, so that helps if I'm in the right time zone. I need to be present. All right, let's park our Epoch. And we'll fix the sword. It's a small itty-bitty cutscene. This is a really good time to go check out that donation page. If you are able to, go donate. And if you're not, that's perfectly okay, but share it with your friends. Share the stream, share the whole thing with your friends. Open up the window, shout it out to the streets, tell your coworkers. Super important. Save the Kids is an amazing charity. I love getting to do marathon stuff and speed runs for charity. It takes being able to use a talent that I have, and enables money to be raised for a really, really good cause. I think if you're able to raise money for such a really good cause and do something you love and are pretty good at, I think that's a win for everybody.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I tried. I practiced that line once or twice.
Fair enough. It came out very heartfelt, if I may say so.
We got Vegas now. Alright, so who is the next runner? Because you might want to tell them they can probably start prepping.
We got Linkenmeister coming up. Super Metroid, Dark Home Hospital 100%.
Ooh.
Gonna be a bit more than an hour of the Meister. And yeah. If the voice in our heads has listened, then they shall know that half an hour is probably what they're looking for. We're really good on schedule. We're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
Gotta love a little bit of leeway here and there.
Yeah.
But if we're rushing a little, it means to get the money in for the incentives. So
I'll
everybody. Yeah.
I'll also say the funniest thing that you in chat can do, okay? As I'm progressing through, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Any donation of over $100, I will leave the dungeon and go pet the cat. This is the final dungeon that we're going to do today. So the funniest thing is just drop those, so I have to continually leave the place to go pet the cat. That's a little inside baseball of I will have to leave the place to go pet the cat. So that will be that'll be your time to do it.
We're not halting progress, we're just shifting gears and lanes.
Exactly. And that's fun. Like having to do those things is super. I think having ideas and things like that, like hey, I'll leave the area. I think it's fun. Like I said, it's for a really good cause too. I want to take out the orange one first, because it'll react with the other things. Because they're acid and alkali, so that if you attack one, they will like try and combine and cause bigger damage. Really kind of cool. There we go. We'll activate the computer and open the hatch. We are rapidly approaching the end of the dungeon, actually. It's like we're speedrunning or something. Can run away from all of these guys here. We just say, no thank you. I appreciate what you've done, but I will pass.
If it sucks, hit the bricks. Real winners speedrun. And donate to save the kids.
Agreed. That should be like, can we submit that as an idea for an interstitial ad? Like those old arcade commercials. Real winners don't do drugs, but it's real winners donate to charity.
I mean, the gods might be listening. There might be a list of t-shirt ideas of internal chats and others going around, so not promising anything. The gods be fickle, but they be listening.
I'm here for
And
this.
they be up to shenanigans.
We appreciate a little bit of shenanigans. Just saying, I would wear that shirt.
Agreed.
My wife would be like, hey, can we like maybe get rid of a couple t-shirts? You have far too many t-shirts for not leaving the house.
On principle, I must agree, but why not bring the people to the house? If the prophet and the mountain and yada yada,
Bring
growth
people
the prophet.
Bring people to my house. Pass.
Digitally, maybe.
Okay, that one I'll go with.
It is the modern way the mountain comes to the prophet.
Yeah. Kind of true, to be honest. Alright, let's go up the elevator real fast. And listen to that whirring noise, what we all love. There. Overshooting the save point, okay. Alright, and down again. And we were up to 7 cat pets, correct?
That is what I have. There might have.
Oh, we did the last one by
that's not
Cozy,
in.
that was 8. We did last one from Cozy Beach, that was 8. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure that we are all caught up on cat pets because with that flip of the switch, we are on a no escape allowed way to the end of the game. Everybody listen to that sultry tone of the alarm going off. We're gonna climb out of here. We're gonna grab this last chest just because... Oh, you know what? A Lapis is not too bad. Alright, so who is gonna be the final boss here? Okay. We take Flea. Doing 1,800 damage. Everybody say it with me. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And that is the boss.
Huh. Did the gods speak to you right now as well?
Not that I heard. That's time,
Then
by the
we-
way. Wait, hang on. Hang on. That's time. There we go.
Ooh.
And this has been Chrono Trigger Randomized with the bucket list. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. I think we have some time for shoutouts, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. First and foremost, big shoutouts to my lovely wife. First and foremost, I wouldn't be able to do any of the events or speedrunning that I've been able to do, especially this one, without her being taking the kiddos out and doing things like the library and going to other people's houses. With that, I'm able to do speedruns like this. So first of all, love my wife. Big shout outs to her. She's amazing. She's my wife. You can't have her. Then thank you to all the admins of this fine organization for having me, to giving me platform to this game. It's been amazing to get to play this game for you all. I hope that you all had as much fun as I have. And then last but not least, or second last, I guess, is the Chrono Trigger speedrunning community. They are some great people, as well as the developers of the Jets of Time randomizer that this was based on. Big shout outs to them for having such an amazing product that has been such it's a mainstay of content for me. And then last but not least, my community members. They have watched me play this game almost ad nauseum. And they've been so amazing and so awesome to be able to sit down, watch, hang out, and chat with. So appreciate you. Love y'all. You are amazing. If you like what I have been doing today, you can come check me out at twitch.tv/DerrickGnC. Do a lot more randomizers like this, a lot more speedruns, and a lot more speedrunning of randomizers. So, yeah, that's it's been great hanging out with y'all. Thank you so much. FC, thank you for hanging out on commentary with me. And,
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me pet the cat today.
Can I bother you just one more time? Because there might have come in a donation, I might have something to do with it. I'm not going to read myself, I'll leave that to others or to people who want to read the donation ticker. But I'd love to have the cat's pet, one more time. $25 for that from me.
Yeah, no, we'll pet the cat.
Yes.
We will go.
It truly is the best of days.
We'll go pet the kitty. This is your moment right now, everybody. While I'm running up to the cat, get donations in for petting the cat, and then that'll close it off. We are running on our last chance to pet the cat.
Travel across time, across space, and across the fourth wall boundaries. Because, we gotta make this happen. $5? $5?
$5?
Great. $5?
Alright, is there more? I'd hate to not pet the cat enough.
I implore the gods. Well, but not right now. Refreshing it one more time. And this is all the cat pets we have for right now.
Sounds good. Pet it one more time for the road. The
oh
cat.
yeah, then it's a smooth 10. Gotta love it.
Come on,
This is
cat.
how we do
Come
it.
on. The cat wouldn't let me pet me. It's a cat. It won't let me pet it.
Become ungovernable.
Oh. There's 10. Alright, folks.
Aw,
Thank you for
yes.
having me. Appreciate y'all. You've been excellent. And, yeah, good luck with the next runs. And, I think that's it from me.
Gigi, have a good one. Thank you for being with us.